Stop believing the lie that's limiting your potential right now. Most numerologists give you surface level information that keeps you confused. They tell you your life path number is your destiny, but that's incomplete. Today, I'm exposing why that single number approach is holding you back from your true alignment. I'm introducing you to the multi-layered energetic blueprint, the real system that shows how your numbers actually work together. By the end of this, you'll never look at numerology the same way again. The surface level trap. Basic numerology became popularized because it's simple to understand. You add up your birth date, get a single number, and read a description. But that's the problem. It's too simple. The real danger comes when people take these life path descriptions literally. Social media encourages this oversimplification because short, catchy posts get more attention than complex explanations. But this isn't harmless information, it's actively misleading people about their true capabilities. I've seen real consequences firsthand. People make misaligned life choices based on these limited definitions. They avoid certain careers, relationships, or opportunities because some online guru told them that's not what your number does. They box themselves into a personality that was never their true energetic blueprint. This isn't just about getting your numbers wrong, it's about living a life that's out of alignment with who you really are. And that disconnect creates the confusion and dissatisfaction so many people feel. The Life Path 7 case study. Let me show you exactly how this surface level thinking damages real lives. I know someone who was told his life path was 7. According to every basic numerology source, that meant he was a mystic, a loner, someone not materialistic. Online gurus specifically told that communication wasn't his strong point. They said he wouldn't be good at sales, public speaking, or persuasion because that's not what the 7 does. They claimed he wasn't oriented towards money and should focus instead on spiritual knowledge. The impact of believing these limitations was devastating. He avoided business opportunities he felt drawn to. He doubted his natural ability to connect with people. He struggled with feeling like he didn't fit the spiritual seeker mold that everyone said was his destiny. But his full chart told a completely different story. When we analyzed his complete energetic blueprint, we found multiple frees and wants, influencing his core energy. The free energy is all about expression, creativity, and communication, the exact opposite of what he had been told. The one energy brings leadership, initiative, and the ability to manifest in the material world. His name analysis revealed master builder energy, showing someone who was meant to create substantial things in his world. The correlation between these numbers created a person who was naturally gifted at influencing others and building tangible results. Communication wasn't his weakness, it was his strongest natural ability. The very thing he had been avoiding was the tool he needed to use to achieve his true purpose. This man is actually great at sales and can persuade people effortlessly when he operates from his authentic blueprint. The surface level analysis completely missed who he really was. It tried to force him into a box that was never meant for him. And this happens every day to people who only look at one number instead of understanding their full energetic makeup. The multi-layered truth revealed. So, let's break down what his actual chart revealed, because this is where the real magic of numerology happens. His birth numbers showed a powerful combination of threes and ones, alongside that life path 7. Now, most surface level numerologists would just list these numbers separately. They would say, you have communication skills, and you have leadership potential, and you are spiritual. But they miss the crucial point. These energies don't operate in isolation. The correlation between these numbers creates his unique expression. The free energy gives him natural charm and verbal fluency. The one energy gives him the drive to initiate and lead. And 7 gives him the depth to understand what truly matters. When these work together, you get someone who can communicate profound ideas with compelling authority. That's not a weakness. That's a superpower that most people would kill to have. His name analysis confirmed this master builder energy. In some numerological methods, each letter corresponds to a number. And when you calculate the full value of his name and surname, it revealed a pattern oriented toward creating lasting structures. This wasn't about being a lone mystic. This was about building something substantial in the world that could help many people. The real truth that surface level numerology misses is that numbers have both positive and negative expressions. A life path 7 can become withdrawn and skeptical if operating from its shadow side. But when balanced with other numbers like 3s and 1s, that same energy becomes incredibly discerning and wise, able to see through superficiality and communicate essential truths. Material success isn't opposed to his true blueprint. It's a natural outcome when he uses his communication gifts aligned with his deeper purpose. The problem was that he had been told his spiritual path meant rejecting material achievement, when in reality his path was about using material success as a platform for greater impact. This reveals the first red flag in bad numerology. When someone gives you a rigid definition of what you can or cannot do based on a single number. The truth is always more nuanced. Your energetic blueprint is like a symphony, not a solo instrument. Each number plays its part, but the music comes from how they work together. How to spot a fraudulent numerologist. So, how do you recognize when someone is giving you this surface level information? Let me give you 3 clear red flags. Red flag number 1. Quick predictions from just your birth date. If someone can tell you your entire future after you give them your birthday, run. Real numerology analysis takes time because you need to look at multiple factors. Your birth numbers, your name numbers, the correlation between them, and how they express through different numerological systems. Red flag number 2. Repeating the same surface knowledge you find on social media. If they are giving you the basic life path description, you could find with a 5-second Google search they haven't done the deeper work. Real numerologists bring unique insights based on studying your complete chart, not stating popular definitions. Red flag number 3. Bold claims about what you can't achieve. This is perhaps the most dangerous one. When someone tells you you're not meant for wealth or leadership isn't for you, based on a single number, they are limiting your potential. The truth is that your full chart might have energies that completely contradict those limitations. You'll notice that the more popular a numerology channel becomes, the more likely they are to provide this surface level information. There is a reason for that. Real deep numerological analysis requires hours of study and a significant mental capacity to understand the correlations and nuances. Most people watching short videos don't have the patience or focus for that level of complexity. The platforms themselves reward simplicity. Algorithms favor content that's easy to consume and share. So you get these bite-sized, oversimplified definitions that miss the real power of numerology. The professionals who could give you the deep analysis often don't become viral because their content requires more engagement from the viewer. Here's a simple test. If a numerologist can make a bold pronouncement about you within few minutes meeting you, they are not doing real analysis. They're using shortcuts and generalizations. The real work involves sitting with your chart, noticing the patterns, and understanding how the different energies influence each other. That can't be rushed. This is why I always tell people to start with classical numerology as the foundation. It's the most tested and reliable system. Once you understand that deeply, you can explore other systems like the Destiny Matrix or Pythagorean numerology and other systems. But jumping straight to advanced systems without mastering the fundamentals is like trying to run before you can walk. So, what should you do instead? You need to become the architect of your own understanding. Don't rely on quick readings from people who barely know the basics. Learn to calculate your own numbers. Study the correlations. Notice how different energies manifest in your life. This knowledge prevents you from making misaligned decisions because you understand your true blueprint, not someone else's simplified version of it. Building your complete energetic blueprint. So, what should you do instead of relying on these surface level readings? You need to build your complete energetic blueprint from the ground up. And this always starts with classical numerology as your foundation. Think of it as learning the alphabet before you try to write poetry. You need to understand what each number means individually before you can see how they work together. The essential layers you must consider are your birth numbers, your name numbers, and the most importantly, the correlations between them. Your birth numbers come from your date of birth. This includes your life path, but also your expression number, your soul urge, and your personality number. Each of these reveals a different aspect of your energy. Then you have your name numbers, which are calculated from the letters in your full birth name. These show other aspects of you. But here's the critical part that most people miss. Understanding that numbers have both positive and negative expressions. A number isn't just good or bad. It has a range of possible manifestations. For example, the number 1 energy can express as strong leadership and independence, or it can manifest as selfishness and aggression if unbalanced. A life path 7 can be deeply intuitive and wise, or it can become withdrawn and overly skeptical. The quality of the expression depends on your awareness and how well you integrate the other numbers in your chart. Different numerological systems actually complement each other rather than contradict. Classical numerology gives you the core framework. The Pythagorean system adds depth. Systems like Destiny Soul Psychomatrix offers additional layers of insight, but you must master the fundamentals first. Jumping into advanced systems without understanding classical numerology is like trying to read a complex novel when you barely know the alphabet. This deeper work is what leads to true alignment. When you understand your full blueprint, you stop forcing yourself into boxes that don't fit. You recognize why certain paths feel natural, why others feel like a constant struggle. You begin to make decisions from a place of self-knowledge rather than external definitions. This is the empowerment that comes from moving beyond simplistic number definitions. The most transformative realization is that your blueprint is dynamic, not fixed. Yes, your core numbers remain the same, but how they express changes throughout your life based on your personal year cycles, your level of awareness, and the choices you make. A life path 7 in a personal year 8, which is about power and abundance, will express very differently than the same person in a personal year 9, which focuses on completion and humanitarianism. This fluidity is what makes numerology so powerful when understood deeply. From victim to architect. This understanding moves you from being a victim of simplistic definitions to becoming the architect of your own alignment. You're no longer limited by what someone told you about your single life path number. Instead, you see the full spectrum of possibilities within your energetic blueprint. Understanding how number correlation creates your real-life experiences is the key. It's not about having a good number or a bad number. It's about how the numbers interact. For instance, someone with a life path 1 leader and a soul urge 2 will have a different leadership style than someone with a life path 1 and a soul urge 8. The correlation creates the nuance that makes you unique. The empowerment comes from studying your full chart yourself. Then you learn to calculate your own numbers and observe how they manifest in your life. You develop an intuitive understanding that no external reading can give you. You start to notice patterns. You see why certain years feel expansive while others feel restrictive. You understand your natural strengths and where you need to develop balance. This knowledge is your greatest protection against making misaligned decisions. When you are considering a major life change, you can consult your blueprint. Does this opportunity align with your core numbers? Does it utilize your natural strengths? Does the timing support the move based on your personal year cycle? These aren't questions you can answer with a quick online life path reading. They require deep self-knowledge and understanding of how your energies work together. The shift is profound. You stop asking, what does my number say I should do? And start asking, how can I use my unique combination of energies to create the life I want? This is the difference between being passive and being proactive with your spiritual development. You're no longer waiting for external validation or permission. You are working with your authentic energy to build a life that feels truly aligned. This approach also gives you compassion for yourself. When you understand that certain challenges are part of your soul's growth plan, rather than personal failures, you can approach them with curiosity instead of frustration. You recognize that the difficult periods are often when the most important growth occurs. The numbers aren't there to limit you, they're there to guide you toward your highest expression. Conclusion. So here's your choice. You can continue accepting surface level limitations, or you can commit to discovering your deep alignment through your complete energetic blueprint. The first path keeps you confused and dependent on others for guidance. The second path gives you the tools to understand yourself at a level most people never achieve. I encourage you to study beyond the basics. Don't settle for the simplified versions of numerology that flood social media. The real knowledge is complex, but also it's incredibly rewarding. Start with classical numerology, master the fundamentals, and then gradually explore how the different systems complement each other. My final caution is against quick fix numerology. If someone promises you to reveal your entire destiny in 5 minutes, they are selling you a fantasy. Real understanding takes time and mental effort, but the payoffs is worth it. You'll gain self-knowledge that prevents years of misaligned decisions and unnecessary struggle. If you are ready to go deeper and learn how to read your own complete chart, the link to my comprehensive guide is in the description. Share this message with anyone you know who is feeling limited by surface level spiritual advice. The truth is, your potential is far greater than any single number could define.